Check the time and adjust your dial. It's time for the GZ Chop Shop Podcast, the best podcast by gamers for gamers. Each week, we give you the rundown of all the happenings in the gaming world, news updates, reviews, and much more. We do all the research so you don't have to. If you still want more after the show, we got you covered. Check out our website at thegzchopshop.com for all of our latest content. Now keep your ears locked because it's time for the GZ Chop Shop. Welcome back. We took a week off. But we're back. We're back now.
Hello.
This month has just been weird. I think it's been weird for all of us all around.
There has to be something in the air, I swear.
Yeah, because it's like been simultaneous.
It's been weird since that hurricane hit Florida and it kind of spread out all over the states.
God damn it, Elsa.
Fucking she won't let it go.
Not wrong.
Speaking of Florida, I'd like to share something that I learned about Florida. Kara, are you aware that there's a monkey problem in Florida?
Yes. I saw the article you sent.
Wait, what?
There are legit monkeys all over Florida. Like monkeys, like swinging around on trees and shit.
Like collectors got monkeys, let them go, and now they're fucking multiplying.
Before this story gets further, I just want to point out... Before it gets better, I just want to point out, I just watched a whole, I don't know if you guys have seen the YouTube channel Roanoke Gaming. Very interesting stuff. The guy breaks down the science behind movies and stuff. I watched his whole segment, no joke, yesterday about the Planet of the Apes and how scientifically it could be possible.
Well, it's starting in Florida.
And Warner's goes on about the monkey problem in Florida. Oh boy.
Okay, so this has been a problem since the 1930s. I can't remember the name of the company, but some company thought it was a good idea to bring monkeys to one of there's like mini islands around Florida, like some parts of it that are like right off the coast. This company, we'll call Company X, that's what I'll call Company X.
To
Umbrella, island. Just call them Umbrella. That'd be cool.
It probably was Umbrella, because it gets better. They put them on this island and they didn't know monkeys could swim. So the monkeys swim to the shore of Florida. This is real. You can Google this. Like, it happened. Swim to the shore of Florida, and they're like all over Florida now. They've bread and all that stuff.
Just picture the Coast Guards. They're like on their boat eating the Snickers, going, "That a monkey? That a monkey swimming? Do we do something about that?"
I think in the 30s and 40s we were too busy with war to care about the monkeys. So apparently a very large population of this monkeys also has the monkey version of herpes. And this particular strand of herpes can literally very quickly destroy your brain cells because it's transmittable to humans. And there have been cases where these herpes infested Florida monkeys have fallen on poor people and bit them, and they end up getting herpes. I just right when I didn't think Florida could get any fucking worse. At least when everything tries to kill you, at least when things try to kill you in Australia, they're not diseased that I'm aware of with shit like that. And if they try to kill you, it's because you were probably fucking with them.
Probably.
But Florida, man, I thought it was just people there that were fucked up.
It's a different breed. It's a different breed here, literally.
So what you're saying is Planet of the Apes is happening. And it's starting in Florida.
Carrie, you got any Florida stories for us?
You think a monkey will fight a crocodile and we can have Godzilla versus King Kong live action?
You know what? Screw that. You know what? Them birds that Warner's is infatuated with are more of a threat to the crocodiles.
Birds. Oh my god, those demon
dinosaur-looking birds.
Those
things. They
demon
fight.
Jurassic Park birds that I love.
Fight the crocodiles for fun.
Let's get a picture of that shoe bill up. I want to see it again.
No. That thing is a demon.
It's so big and it's so scary.
Fights crocodiles for fun. Well, what animal does that?
Shoebill.
The Steve Irwin.
Like, there's a crocodile. I'm just gonna go over there and fuck with it real quick. Just snap its skull.
Hold up. Steve Irwin, God bless his soul, back in the day would be like, "Hey, that's a crocodile. I'm gonna go fight it."
Let's just look at these birds. Tell Tell me that's not a badass bird.
If anybody is not just
Look at
listening
the,
to
go
the
to the
podcast,
wingspan one. I want to
Hold
see
on.
that fucker fly.
hold on. If anybody is just listening to
hold
the
up,
podcast,
hold up. Go
look
to the
up the
fat
shoe
zookeeper.
bell. Just look.
On the
Just
bottom.
look up a
On the
shoe
bottom.
bell, and you'll know what we're
Compare it to
talking
the
about.
zookeeper on the bottom.
Up to a 7-foot wingspan.
I was about to say, yeah, don't they have like they can reach like 8, which is longer than LeBron James, like an 8-foot fucking.
Freaking
How this
nutty.
bird would murk you.
Hey, look, these things look like what you would find in an anime.
Their beaks sound like gunshots.
What is
Oh yeah.
Yo, that's so dope. That's a carrot-sized
I would have-
Can
catfish.
You
we
see
talk
this
about? Can we
That's
talk
probably
about
like
some
a
things that are
child
just
bird.
straight dangerous on Earth that people don't realize are dangerous? Like we're looking at these. Let's just be
Fuck is
honest,
this
alien
background,
birds. we got these alien birds, and then I was watching another thing on carnivorous plants.
Oh, you never seen like the big ones?
First of all, I intentionally, if anything would freak me out, it's the plants more than like the animals. Like the animals, you know, you're more than likely to, it's like you kind of see it coming. But the
If the
plants,
animal is close to your size and has wings, fucking go the opposite direction.
yeah, I mean, you can. Here's the thing about that: you can see the danger usually before it hits, especially if it's that big. But with the plants, you don't really think of them as that dangerous. You're like, oh, look at this plant until it's, you know,
Eating
falling
you.
the wrong batch and
Are they-
it's eating you.
Are you talking about the really big ones that are in South America?
And even some of the ones that they're not, and you know, first time people think about, they're thinking like, you know, the Venus flytrap, but there's some that are like, they're called like bloodsucker plants or something. But they're not, they don't look like Venus flytraps. They look
What
like
the
red,
fuck?
not like red flowers, but they're like, they have a pretty color and it like lures bugs and stuff in, and then it literally closes around them faster than a Venus flytrap, and it just sucks like the nutrients out of their prey. And I know that they can grow in size.
That's a vampire plant.
Fucking tastic.
And I'm like, what? Because there was a movie called The Ruins, and I just
that
watched the
movie was
synopsis
terrible.
on it. Yeah, I just watched the synopsis on it. But apparently, the plants that they're basing off of, there are forms of that plant, not on that extensive level, but there's like way baser forms of that plant that they base it off of that actually do give off sounds that mimic
Yo,
their
imagine
environment.
that. Like, there's a plant that'll eat you and then like mimics the sound of a ringtone. And you're like, whose
That's-
phone is over here? And the fucking plant's like, whoop. Dead.
Turn off your
fuck?
phone. Plant eats your face. Tell me to turn off my phone. But no, and I was like, man, nature is fucking scary.
It is. It is.
You guys ever there's a page on Instagram that I follow called Nature is Metal. Oh, the amount of like how terrifying nature really is. I'm like, they didn't show much of this shit on History Channel or Discovery Channel or even Animal Planet. No, you're
You know
just
what?
seeing. I think last
you
week
see
they
the
did a
nice
video
parts?
where they saw a pack of wild dogs rip a gazelle to pieces, uncut. All you just see is the gazelle falls, dogs over it, leg there, head over there, torso over there, 4 dogs on each part. And you're like, if that was a human being, fuck.
That's it. Just fuck.
Fuck.
You know what? Yuli's picture is appropriate for the reaction you would have if that was a human being. That would be the exact expression right there. And then like on a cool front, I also learned like ravens and wolves have a mutual friendship.
Yes, I think you saw the same video I did.
That shit is cool.
There's a lot of
I was like,
animals
that is
that have
amazing.
like a mutual bondship where, you know, you provide us with this and we provide you with this.
Yeah, like the ravens literally point out the next hunt. The wolves know where to go. And the
It's
wolves
all-
tear the meat apart so the ravens can just easily pick at it. So they get rid of all the tough parts. The ravens get the leftovers. And it just works because the wolves don't have to go hunt like in the certain areas when they're hunting in their packs. The ravens make it easy. They're just like, hey, look, right there.
Until you're hiking at Yellowstone or some shit, and a raven lands on your shoulder, and you're like, "Oh, hi, buddy."
Oh, and then you remember.
And then you remember. I'll be like,
forget about the wolves.
Hey, Raven, you watch anime, right? I'm Itachi. We're supposed to be. No.
Like a Balto and his pack comes up behind
when
you.
his homies start showing up on the branches staring at you.
This is just that Raven just lands, looks you in the face like.
Yeah, that's some Resident Evil shit right there.
I can't. You know how creepy it'd be to have like 20 ravens just sitting in branches staring at you?
You're fucked.
And then you see wolves and you're like, fuck.
This is when you go with Liam Neeson and be like, if I'm gonna die fighting.
Yep. Go out swinging. And I mean, that's cooperation. Hey, when do you think humans are gonna get on that scale?
Never.
Why are we lagging behind?
Because we're
Maybe
humans.
we should use ravens more in society. Maybe.
How?
They're really smart. Oh, Orders, did you see the TikTok with the Peregrine Falcon and the Falcon Punch?
Yeah, I did.
So for anyone who doesn't know,
we've been sharing TikToks that are pretty. We're both like really into.
So for anyone who doesn't know, the Peregrine Falcon is like a smaller version of a falcon that can reach speeds of up to 240 miles per hour. And it literally punches its targets and just makes their spine fold.
Yeah, it like folds turtles, man.
Hey, Warner, do you think you can use that for your back to align it?
Wait, what?
Use this bird on my back?
Yeah, to align your back to normal. Well, a car fucked it up. Maybe nature can fix it
or kill me.
It would instantly kill him. He would become so flexible. And then he was like, look guys, look what I can do. And then die.
That bird would put me in the coffin immediately.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, like, if two Peregrine Falcons hit a full-grown man at full speed, what do you think that it would look like afterwards?
You remember that scene of I forgot the movie where a dude punches his hand through another dude's chest and then pulls his hand out and you can see through? That's what it would look like.
I was thinking like Terminator 2 with the what was it?
Which scene?
Damn, what was it called?
Kara's like focusing, like, what can I also use as a metaphor to
I
explain?
said a pretzel, but no one heard me.
She said a pretzel.
No one acknowledged.
I think a pretzel would be merciful.
I just said picture of pretzel Warners.
No,
it's fine.
I think in an episode of Dragon Ball when he attacks the Red Ribbon base.
That's more what I was thinking.
And then jumps up and blows, like, headbutts the robot and goes straight through it.
Like, would that, like, explode you?
You can't tell me. See, there's fans of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, but no one ever talks about Dragon Ball. And that show is so damn good. And when like, the best sequence to me is whenever he charges the Red Ribbon base by himself and literally murks everybody.
Can I ruin for everyone, because I had it ruined for me a while ago, and I kind of ruined it, but I don't think anyone realized what I was saying. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm about to ruin Dragon Ball storyline.
Oh my god.
I don't think you can. I think GT did that.
So here's the thing about GT. If anything, it just gave GT more credibility, because someone pointed out a huge flaw. It was this lady on TikTok. She pointed out a huge thing. She was like, everything after, what was it? The Cell Saga. Actually, everything after like the Android 19 and 20 up to now is filler. And then when she broke it down, it made so much sense to me.
Yeah,
because it's like,
I can buy that.
Yeah, because if you think about it, Trunks came back from the timeline we know, starting from Dragon Ball up to when Trunks came back and said, hey, the world is fucked in the future. Which means that our timeline ceased to exist. Goku, Vegeta, all of them, they're dead. So Trunks created a parallel timeline that we're following. So the whole original timeline is gone. So we're following a branched timeline, which just created an alternate universe, which was the same for GT and Dragon Ball Hero and all that, all these branching alternate. We're just watching one of the alternate universes created by time travel. But the original timeline we started with is done. It doesn't exist. So even what we're currently watching, even though it's quote unquote canon, isn't really canon. We're just watching really long filler.
I don't buy it.
Think about it. Go back and watch. Go back and watch the. I had to go back and watch it myself, and I was like, "Holy shit, she's right." Because he came back from the Prime timeline, and once you change anything, you create a whole new timeline. That's a different timeline. It's not the same one because that timeline has already happened. It's done.
What's the timeline that's in Super then?
The alternate timeline, the one that he created when he went back. We're watching the alternate timeline, not the Prime one. The Prime one ceased to exist. And then Zeno wiped out that timeline after Zamasu came in. So that world doesn't even exist anymore.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I think...
That's how I felt. I was so upset.
I feel like you're taking too much information out.
I feel like in every single episode at one point you guys are speaking a completely different language to me.
I just had to share that so that
completely different language. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
My misery of my childhood being ruined in one TikTok.
Just hear vibe into the music.
Kara, you don't have any stories for us this week?
I had... I can tell the story of tonight of the crackhead.
Yeah.
In my neighborhood.
Tell the crackhead story.
So this is like the second night this week that this lady has just tweaked. And tonight, I wasn't here for the first one. And then tonight, we all of a sudden started hearing screaming. And Logan goes outside to go check, and he comes back in, and he's just like, oh, she's at it again. And so, I'm trying to peek through the window because, he's not letting me outside. And I can't see her, but all I can hear is her screaming, like, literally sounds like a bird. Just repeatedly.
Like the shoebill bird?
No.
Yeah, it kind of makes it like a predator squawk.
And she's just fucking screaming. She's trying to get into people's houses. And then, so Logan finally lets me outside. And the cops get here. And she like runs off and tries to break into somebody's car. And she succeeded to get into somebody's car. And then she gets out of their car and then gets into another car and like shuts herself in that car. And then I don't know what happened after that. But Florida. Don't do drugs.
I mean, you're in Florida. Do all the drugs.
No, don't listen to Yuli.
The fact that she said again and gave
the second
obvious
time.
Yeah, it's like it's out, and it was just so passive about it, like, oh yeah, she's at it again. Like, you just moved there. The fact that
all the neighbors were outside. They were recording her.
And you guys,
it's normal.
What? That's
so. In your area, it's normal for crackheads to just run around screaming in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And nobody cares.
No.
Yeah, everyone thought everyone was outside watching, videotaping her.
I think you need to move.
Possibly.
Yeah. And I know you just moved, but I think you need to move again.
Watch she become famous. Watch she become famous in like a year or so. If somebody helps her get cleaned up, or they decide to turn her life into a story.
You see her on Dr. Phil and shit.
She'll be like the Cash Me Outside girl.
Yeah, she'll be like Cash Me Outside girl.
Next thing you know,
who's also from Florida.
I'm done.
Cash Me Outside girl.
She's from Florida too. Mm-hmm. Your state is in timeout.
Okay, here's a question. What is everyone's fascination with other people's lives? Like with these reality shows and stuff. I never could get into them.
It's the drama. People are bored in their own lives that nothing's going on, so they like to enjoy the drama of these other lives and judge them. It's human nature.
I must have missed that in my DNA. I don't like drama. As soon as family drama breaks out, I'm like,
hole.
Nope.
Back to my hole.
Oh, eject.
Speaking of drama, and just leaving, I'm gonna share a work story from this weekend. I had a lady that wasn't well. She was definitely psychotic, but I don't think anyone has ever treated her because she was like 70. But she screamed at the staff constantly, accused everyone of stealing her meds. She was kind of wheelchair bound, but nothing would calm this lady down, no amount of de-escalation techniques or anything. So she was getting really verbally abusive with the staff. And then finally I had her. I don't know why they gave her to me. I don't respond to that stuff. And if someone's not psychotic and oriented, I'm pretty blunt about, we're not doing this. So I go in this room and she's nice for the morning. But later that day, after I gave her her medication, it was about an hour after that, she was eating and I hear a loud noise. So Yuli has a picture up of a crazy lady with an axe.
I didn't even issue a challenge, so this is not on me.
You hear a loud noise.
So I hear a loud noise. I go in this room, and she had taken the tray and threw it across the room. And I'm just standing there, and I just looked at her, and she's staring at me like a blank face.
Like the lady on the screen?
No, blank face, like totally blunt, like no flat effect. And I looked at her with the same expression and said, "You all right? You doing okay?" And she just started screaming. She's like, "No, I'm not doing okay." Starts throwing more shit and taking her stuff off. And I'm just looking at her, and I was like, trying to calm her down and stuff, but she wasn't having it. And she's like, "You stole my medications, and I want my fucking Norco." And I'm like, I just look at her and I said, "I'll come back when you're chill." And I just left the room and shut it. And then I start hearing things like hitting the door because she was throwing stuff at the door.
Oh my God.
Well, this went on for about an hour and a half, 2 hours of me trying to go in there, de-escalate and stuff. And I finally hit a point where I literally did not care anymore. The charge nurse went in there, a couple other nurses went in there to try to calm her down, and she fired all them, kicked them out, and then said she wanted to leave. And ultimately I had to call it's a specific type of code for patients that are mentally, we don't feel are mentally well enough to make a decision that would...
we got a code Karen. Repeat, code Karen.
Yeah, so I go to the bathroom after I call this, right? Because there's other people right there, in my place, watching to make sure she's okay. I come back out of the bathroom, and I come back, and she's in the hallway in her wheelchair. Her Foley catheter is on the ground dragging behind her. Other stuff's on the ground dragging behind her. She won't let anybody touch her, and she's rolling down this hallway screaming at everybody, and I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm the only one with a smile on my face laughing. Everyone else is kind of looking at me, and I'm like, "Look, we left. Let's fix this. We left normal professionalism out the door for me about 30 minutes ago. This just now stress laughing and funny. That's where I'm at now." And she knows shit, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make fun of mentally ill people, but I don't care. This shit was funny. That's just, it was funny. It got to a point where my hands were tied, and now I'm just gonna laugh at this, just because it was just so ridiculous, the whole situation. And she starts flailing herself left to right, and I'm just sitting there the only thing that pops into my head at that moment was Timmy from South Park.
Oh no, Timmy!
And just because, like, the way she was thrashing herself and, like, shit was dragging behind her and, like, out loud, and I don't think anyone around me, like, really watches South Park, but I don't really think sometimes just kind of blurt stuff out, and I'm like, so I go, I said, okay, Timmy, why don't we calm down? She just turned around and started yelling at me more, and finally we had to, like, give her a bunch of shots and calm her down, but right at the best part of this story to me is after she was calm, after she was in her room and chilling, I went to my other patient's room, and it was some dude that he's really needy, just wanted stuff all day. I went in there and I was like, hey, what's going on? Did you call me? And he goes, yeah. Right after I dealt with this, and by the way, we did have a code that morning. Like, we had a code, then send someone to ICU. Then we had this happen with the lady cosplaying as Timmy, and then I go in this room right after this whole day, and this guy looks right at me and he's like, yeah, you can't help me. You and the staff can take this lunch tray and shove it up your ass.
Oh my god.
And I just walked out the room. I was like, okay, like, this job sucks.
So all in all, you had a very eventful day today.
A very eventful day. I was just like, the whole day, I'm like, not a single person said thank you. Like, and the thing is like, a large amount of patients we get are just like that. Like, needy, ungrateful, shitty, kind of threatening sometimes.
Now here's a question. It's just probably just getting like a little psychological into it. How many of these people have like family or stuff that visit, or
a lot of them do, but I mean, definitely, like, a lot of homeless people don't, and of course, like some of the psych patients we get don't, but for the most part, we do.
Because I just wonder, I'm like, you gotta, I wonder, like, sometimes if it's the lack of care they may have gotten, and I'm not saying from the medical staff, I mean, like, from family, from friends, that just starts to manifest itself when they get older, because a lot of people tend to not want to deal with the older members of their family because it becomes too much of a quote unquote hassle for them. So they usually wind up in hospitals, wind up in homes.
Depends. I have to say it might depend on the race. Because within the Latin culture, you don't dump your family at a home. You take care of them and all that shit. Because they took care of you and all your shit as a kid.
The best family members, like the most supportive family members I've ever met in the hospital, no matter what the patient's background was, has always been Latino and Indian.
Yeah,
like
they value family so much.
Yeah. I wish I could say, I really do wish I could say black people, but
so I would have to say, you guys are like 50, you guys are third. I know what you guys are fourth. Asian are third. You guys are fourth. Because Mexicans, Indians are like
people.
1 and 2.
We don't care about anybody, apparently.
Yeah,
Hold
up. I have a question for Karen Warners. Do you guys feel like once you reach 80, your kids are just gonna dump your ass at a home? You're just looking at them right now like, fuck you.
You know, speaking of that, growing up, I wouldn't have thought this, but now that I know, just in case they hear this, now that I know one of my family members very well, I don't think I'd want to take care of them and listen to them all day. I think I'd rather just save my sanity and dump them off somewhere. I don't care how shitty that sounds. Like after a certain family member, like I could not, for my mental health, I could not.
What do you mean?
There's no way.
So I can't see myself putting any of my family members in a home, no matter. I don't have that bad of a relation with my family to even consider it.
And I know I sure as heck wouldn't want to be put in a home because I already got my own abandonment issues.
No,
and
fuck that. If
I would probably become one of those patients War Nurse is talking about.
I'll tell you what, if you get stuck in the nursing home and I'm still alive, which I'm killing myself at 70, so it doesn't matter anyways.
70, man, why are you adding 25 years to it? I'm going out at 45.
I'm so done. This is Project Itachi. I am not condoning, nor does this show promote ending anyone's lives early.
I've already
In-game. Is it better you say in-game?
I've just seen what a lot of people tend to be after about 70, and a very large amount of, especially white people, okay, have no quality life at all. Like, they have to be taken care of almost completely. I'd rather not be alive.
That's because we're spoiled the rest of the beginning of our life.
I was thinking that, but I wasn't going to say it.
I can, I might.
I'd rather call it a day than have to be taken care of.
Also,
here's the thing.
Who will put Mama Coco here in a home?
I'm gonna say for you and War Nurse, first of all, your plans are gonna fail because the most stubborn people live the longest. So
why is that?
Already, you guys are screwed. Your plans aren't gonna work.
I was trying to say if I somehow lived very well and then got dropped off in a nursing home, I'd come bunk up with you, man. No, you know what?
You know what? In all honesty, I already have plans that if my kids ever like decide to put me in a home, I already have a house lined up where I could bunk there, and any of my friends that are at the age of me can bunk up there. Yeah. You guys got a room. Just know.
Yeah, it's your house until the government wants to build a highway right there, and then
conveniently your house is in the middle of nowhere, bothering nobody.
By the time we reach that age, everyone's in Mars.
Didn't Jeff Bezos just take off on a rocket today?
He just made it to space and back.
Oh, he already got back?
So
it was just
bring that up. That's
to go up and then back down.
You know, Elon Musk is sitting there like, he shouldn't have let Bezos go first.
I like how Kara's been trying to talk and you're cutting her off.
I want to know what Kara had to say.
I know, Kara, what did you have to say?
I was gonna say there was a story that I picked for my weird news about that. About Jeff Bezos.
This whole show is weird news, so have at it.
It's about the rocket, and how Jeff was teased over it looking phallic.
Use rocket and teased in the same sentence, and I can't take it.
Who gives a shit if it looks phallic or not? Jeff Bezos has that sniper droopy eye anyway. I think you should worry about that.
Yeah, it was,
Jeff Bezos has that Napoleon syndrome.
Jeff Bezos going into space in a cock-shaped rocket is peak divorce dads having a midlife crisis. Get him an earring and a tattoo.
Was it really shaped like that? I'm gonna look it up now. Hang on.
Yeah,
I got you.
Kara's got us. Show us the rocket.
Oh, you got us?
Okay, that's all they needed to do was call it blue balls instead.
Yep.
I didn't even notice until you pointed it out.
Who did he pay to design this?
He paid.
He paid.
Yeah,
who did he pay?
He designed it?
Well, isn't Elon Musk sending people to Mars next week? Just because China said they were going to do it faster than him?
I'm sorry, the nun was staring at me on Kara's screen, and it was weird.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he shouldn't have let Bezos go first because Elon is very competitive, and he's gonna do some ridiculously drastic shit now.
He's gonna have balls to his rocket.
Someone tweeted, so have we already talked about how Jeff Bezos will be riding a giant dildo into space tomorrow? I know rockets are a little phallic, but damn.
Oh no!
Look, and there's a.
He beat me to the crotch rocket. That was literally a crotch rocket.
There's so much funny shit on Twitter.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yo,
like I've really grown to like Twitter. Just like there's just so much funny shit on there.
So I'm guessing the petition to let him come back just went nowhere. To not let him come back went nowhere.
That's just a stupid thing to like start up. Like, we're gonna do a petition to make sure Elon Musk doesn't come back from Jeff Bezos doesn't come back from space. Like, who the fuck cares?
You know that, but here's the thing. That's going to come back probably long when we're too old to care. Something like that is going to happen when space travel is legitimate. And then they'll actually come into a thing like, well, back in 2021, there was a petition and no one's going to remember history correctly.
Oh my God.
So they're going to think that this was some...
Day, we're
all going to be too old to tell people it was a joke.
Back in my day, our computers were in this big boxes. Okay, Grandpa. Did you know that cars barely drove themselves back in my day? Okay, Grandpa. Yeah. It's time for a nap. Okay, just let me get my Switch and my bong.
Let me get my Switch and my bong.
You know what? When I'm retired, I'm just gonna be stoned out of my mind until I die.
Yo, your grandkids would be happy with you. It's like, Grandpa, can you tell us stories about how it was when you were a kid? We used to play with our hands. We had these things called controllers that would manipulate in our hands, that we had to press buttons and triggers and joysticks.
We actually had to do stuff.
You know what? Maybe my goal is to somehow actually get not invited to the holidays one year just because
had a tired of me dropping phase.
Dropping asses and coming to Thanksgiving.
I just saw it.
Because they're literally making that now.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're making the Netgear.
Oh my God.
I knew it was going to happen, and I was like, I do hope it happens before I'm too old to use
bullshit Netgear. Hold up, can we talk about... So, if you guys didn't know, I was also gone from the group for the past 2 weeks as well, because I decided I'm gonna bust my ass off just to get shit day one, because these fucking scalpers in the world, fuck them. Dude, the new Switch OLED came out, and I got me a pre-order, and she's like, oh, it's the first one. I was there the day they said the pre-order was gonna go live, and I was the first one in the store, and they're like, oh, you got the last one. I'm like, where the fuck did these assholes go? I literally waited out your door for you to open. What the fuck do you mean?
Now, man.
So the article like 2 weeks ago with the guy the PS4s.
Was he found? Was that through the airport?
I don't know where he was found.
He tried to go through customs with all that shit taped to his leg.
I also got me the Stream Deck pre-order. Like, I pre-ordered me, just like, even if I'm never gonna play the Stream Deck, I'd rather have it at retail price than wait like a year down the line, be like, I want one now, and it's like not on sale because they're all scalped and fucking quadruple the price. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Dude, the Stream Deck is such a bold and solid move for Valve.
I like how people are like, it's gonna kill the Switch. I'm like, no, the fuck, it's not.
No, it's not. It's gonna still sell more. It's still gonna sell more than next year.
They said the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox were gonna kill the Switch, and here's Nintendo.
What are you guys talking about? Because when I hear Stream Deck, I hear I think the thingy for streaming.
So it's Steam Deck, not Stream Deck.
Yeah, we got it wrong.
Yeah. So Steam Deck, Valve, they are the ones that own Steam.
You remember the big Wii U controller
we all
with
use.
The screen and everything? Mm-hmm. They're making that, but like for PC games.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a miniature computer, and you'll be able to play and continue your games on your PC to your Steam Deck.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think it's awesome, and I also think it's hilarious because I'm waiting for a year from now when it outsells the Xbox. The Xbox is not doing well, and it's really funny to me because I called this a year ago. And nobody believed me. I feel like nobody believed me or took me seriously.
I still don't believe all right, take you seriously.
This entire show believes because we predict many things.
We have predicted a lot of things unintentionally, and I'm kind of impressed.
Most of the time, it was a fucking joke.
Yeah, for real.
I still need to make that Bounty commercial. Everyone buy Bounty.
Get good.
Get good. Get Bounty. I'm gonna make that commercial. I got my own place now. I got room. I got the stand. I'm gonna make a commercial.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm for it.
I love Kara's enthusiasm for that.
It's been like so just in general for everyone who's probably wondering like the energy of the show. It's been a weird month for all of us. There's shit going on for each of us. Literally,
Kara moved into a new place with a bunch of tweakers. Itachi's doing Itachi things, and then Warner's is just dealing with fucking batshit crazy bitch from hell.
My social meter has been like non-existent. Like I have, if the only time I talk to people would be like when I stream. Like I don't talk to people right now. I can't.
Would you game with us, Kara?
Yo, you know what I started doing?
Depends on the day.
You know what I started doing?
Today?
Dude? Oh,
Today
God.
I am tired.
Kara, do you ever like go out and like people
always
start
tired.
talking to you and you're like, you end the sentence right there, like, yeah, cool, I'll see you later. I asked you a question. No, it's okay, I'll see you later. I was asking how your day is. Oh, it was great. I'll see you later.
Hey, Yuli.
What's
I
up?
have to go out for that to happen.
Hurricane Elsa got you stuck inside.
Do you really think I have a life outside of work?
Didn't you just go out with that?
Out of the
Didn't
house?
you just go out with your best friend?
Yeah, my one day that I've had in a fucking year.
You still went out?
Longer than that.
You still went out?
Okay.
That's it. That's the
still
most
went out?
I've done in like a year.
I caught you.
In 5 years.
I caught you in
probably.
4K. Got you in 4K
I think
down
Logan.
bad.
I think Logan would be okay with this if all three of us showed up out of nowhere on the weekend.
Not here. Not here.
No, fuck, dude. Warner's,
Crack
Warner's,
Central?
you can't pay me enough to go to Florida.
Not-
You can't pay me enough to go to Florida.
Not even the surprise Kara and Logan?
Not even.
Would Logan be cool with that? Logan,
The
no,
only
no.
one who
You know
might
what?
be safe would be Itachi.
Why wouldn't we be safe?
It's Florida, Warner's.
Whoa, I don't even know what that comment means. What do you mean he'll be
so
safe?
bad.
Don't come to my neighborhood so you don't find out. It's fine.
How would... Because he's black? Wow.
There's literally, I think I'm the only white person who lives here.
But wouldn't being with Itachi be helpful?
Possibly.
And it's Itachi.
That's what I'm saying.
Yuli's Mexican. Doesn't that cancel out?
No.
Doesn't it cancel out?
No, dude, they're just gonna call it deportation on me.
It's fun.
I'm sorry, guys.
I just wanted to throw Kara a surprise party and then
You know what? How
I
about
thought
we
it
just?
was-
Here's a better idea. How about we fly Kara to Itachi? We all meet up in Philadelphia, because that sounds like a much better idea than going to Florida. At least I can get like some legit Philly cheesesteak
all right.
and some
Long-term
Not much.
goals.
You can get some gator bites here.
Long-term goals. When we get a studio, Kara can actually switch jobs and move closer, and not be in Florida.
Where would she move? Where would we put the studio? In all
We'll put it in
honesty,
the center, that's
every
fair.
state
Put it in the
sucks
center.
right now.
Who wants to live in the middle of America? No one.
I vote
What's in the very
Texas or
center?
Colorado.
Is it? What's in the very center of America? What
Exactly.
state?
You
What's-
don't even
what's-
know.
I can't
Isn't it
think of the top
Colorado?
of my head. Like,
Isn't Colorado?
No, Colorado's like-
Colorado's a little closer to the west.
yeah, it's in the middle, but to the left.
I think Nebraska's in the middle.
I think it's Nebraska.
Let
Yeah.
me see. Kansas.
Can't. Who's gonna
Kansas.
go? Who's gonna
Kansas
go?
is in the
Kansas?
center. No way.
Kansas is the very center of it.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
can
somewhere
see between
near South
Kansas and
Dakota.
Nebraska.
Are we all looking at different maps and seriously arguing?
Do we seriously not know the United
I
States of
just
America?
I just googled what state is in the center of America. The geographic center of the current United States is somewhere near Belfort, South Dakota.
So South Dakota. I'm not going to South Dakota.
How is that the center?
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones that had the meth war on it?
I don't know.
It was either South Dakota or North Dakota. One of the Dakotas was
I
like
can't even
meth.
fucking
We're on it.
spell.
I did just realize with that comment that we're all like in basically all four corners of the United States.
Yeah, we got
Like from
one in
each other.
California,
Is
one
South
in
Dakota's not in
Texas,
the
one in
fucking- what?
Florida.
Google lied.
And then Tachi, man, we're close to not being friends anymore. You're about like a few miles from us not being friends. Like if you were just in New Jersey, I'd be like, yeah, we're done.
Damn. Ending the friendship just like that.
Now, is that personal, or is there a secret?
Distance.
Is there a secret like beef that California and New Jersey have?
Jersey
No,
people
it's
piss
just me
everyone
fucking with
off
people from
wherever they
Jersey.
go.
I've never heard a good thing about Jersey.
They piss
I've heard
everyone
actually-
off
I
wherever they
just want to
go.
go and do like my own investigation.
I've heard good things about Jersey. It's basically like where if you were shitty in that side, you lived shitty and you got some money, you go to Jersey because that's where the nice neighborhoods are.
Okay, so Colorado.
I'm down. It's a green state.
Okay.
Or we
Oh.
could pick what's the happiest state in the U.S. right now? I think last year.
There's no
Is
such
that
thing as
happy
the
state?
No, there
happiest
is.
state.
There is.
There's
There's
no-
an
you know
actual.
what?
I don't know who they survey, but whoever does get
People
those surveys,
are not happy.
there was a state that was
Okay,
deemed the
hold on.
happiest.
No,
Hawaii.
that should be phrased. Who's the most content?
Hawaii is consistently ranked the happiest state in the United States.
Because it's fucking Hawaii.
Exactly.
Hawaii, Utah, Minnesota, top
All
three.
right, no, let's
I'm
not do
moving to
Utah.
Hawaii.
California is number 5.
Fuck
What's
California.
Texas? I'm just.
Texas is not even in
Where's
the top 10.
Florida?
What number is
Where's-
Texas?
And my state is
Florida?
not even in the top 20.
Where's Florida?
Holy shit, Florida's pretty far down. But Florida's above.
You know what?
New Jersey has us all beat,
Hold up.
except for
Okay,
California.
I have
You
to
know
know,
what?
is Florida above Texas?
Yes. But I can see
Happier
why.
place to live in Texas.
But I can see why. Florida's a vacation spot.
Yeah, that's
is.
very
Oh
true.
my god.
California's a vacation
If you
spot.
were to ask people who live here, it'd be a different story.
I vote Utah. Fuck it, let's do Utah.
Who's at the bottom?
Well, they only
about the
list the top
Carolinas?
20, and Florida
Michigan.
literally slid in as 20.
Go to North Carolina. North
gonna say
Carolina's really
Michigan.
nice.
Who's number 50?
Why
I
North
vote
Carolina? Why are you so fixated on North Carolina?
It's nice there.
A lot of people have been moving to North Carolina because the houses are affordable.
It's really nice there. I've been there.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna
I
look
would
it up
not
and I'm gonna see if
mind.
they list us.
To
gonna
find a
see if they
state where
list-
like rent is $800 a month instead of here where it's like for a studio apartment, you gotta pay $2,000.
West Virginia is number 50, and I think I know why. And Warners, you should know why too.
That's where Logan was. That's where Logan grew up.
Norfolk.
And now
Kara,
you know why he's
Kara,
in Florida.
Kara, did you remember the GZ After Dark where you showed us Logan's prom pictures and I told you what he looked like?
Yeah.
He matches it so well.
Pennsylvania is 28. Texas is 25. You're at the halfway mark.
Texas is a great place to start a business. Or not
That's
start a
what
business,
Texas
but
is for.
bring your business to.
Because of the
Bring your
taxing
business to Texas,
situation
but
there.
live elsewhere.
Bitch, if you bite me.
But yeah,
You know, the state came out and told Elon Musk that he didn't have a permit to build the station he's building, and he's doing it anyways. And I'm assuming it's because no matter what they say, Elon Musk will just buy him. He's so cocky.
pull a Bruce Wayne and just buy the whole thing.
Yeah, he'll just buy the whole thing.
I wouldn't be
So is
surprised
anybody
though.
playing
They're that
any-
rich.
Anybody playing any games over this
I've been
week,
playing.
right?
I've actually been
No,
playing GTFO a
no.
lot.
I barely played any games the last 2-3 weeks because I've had 2 fucking Ethernet cords chewed. 2!
You and Cords don't get along.
Fucking hell. The
She
first
gets
one the
wireless
puppy chewed.
headsets. Now she loses Ethernet cord.
It was-
The puppy.
It was your dogs?
The puppy that we were watching chewed the first one, and then I came home last week, and it was like Thursday night, and I came home and I looked behind because my dog cage was right next to my desk, and my Ethernet cord runs from my PC behind my couch to where the Wi-Fi box is. And his cage is right there between the couch and my desk. And, well, that motherfucker pulled the cord. Sorry, they're acting like fools. Pulled the cord through into his cage and chewed up like a freaking foot of it. So I can't catch a break.
You need like the casing you put over your cables so
Honestly.
that they look like, yeah.
Oh no,
so
I moved his ass. No, I moved his cage. He's not there no more. I moved his ass. He's in the corner.
Guys, there's...
And then speaking of that, he fucking broke out of his cage today and ate the cat scratching thing that I have. Like I have a cat tree, and then like
the
you know
did
the
he
thing
eat
that they
that?
scratch on. Because it had catnip in it.
He was feeling it.
And so when I got home, I saw it, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, well, I hope catnip won't, you know, I hope he won't be like shitting himself. And so my friend looked it up, and it was like, it gives them the opposite effect, where cats, you know, they get all hyper and crazy. No, evidently they get like lazy and tired. So I was like, well, hopefully you had a good nap today.
You had a high nap.
Yeah.
That's one thing I like about
those are the
cats
best
over
naps.
dogs. Like I love dogs. Like I'm kind of a dog person, but cats do have their benefits.
I just can't catch a break.
If those were my dogs, I'm sorry, they'd be fired. I'm done.
It was just
so
Roscoe. I mean, the other one was the puppy, but
I would never babysit that dog again.
Oh no.
Nope.
Tachi.
Yeah.
So, why do people call unloyal females bitches?
Oh my god.
Ooh, are we going down this rabbit hole?
No.
Oh god.
Hold
Nope.
up.
I'm not going down this rabbit hole.
A bitch is a female dog, and dogs are the most loyal fucking creatures ever. These hoes ain't loyal.
So, have you guys?
I love
Pretty
it.
good.
I love it.
I wanted to cringe, but like the joke is actually pretty good. So, on Netflix, there's a new movie coming out called America: The Motion Picture. Have you
Oh, I
guys seen
love
it?
that fucking thing.
It's Netflix's first R-rated anime feature, and it offers a satirical revisitation of and reworking of the American Revolution, in which a chainsaw-wielding George Washington, voiced by Channing Tatum, fights the British with a band of misfits to avenge the death of his BFF, Abraham Lincoln.
Ding dong, motherfucker! It's America. I fucking love that show. That
what?
show was great.
I'm 100% going to watch this. It just
it was
sounds so
good.
ridiculous.
It is ridiculous
What?
as hell, man. It's so good.
It's out already?
It's out already.
watched
Yeah,
it?
it came out like
Okay.
the 4th of July weekend. Hey, you're late.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out because
this shit was so good.
like I saw the preview for it and it looked really stupid funny.
In
It was
30
super
years, that's
funny.
going to be in schools as an actual course.
I wonder how much backlash there is for this show right now.
I'm telling you. That's going to wind up being... And this is American history, and that movie's going to be played. And
Netflix is like, everyone wants to make up their own history.
You saying
Our own
that the
history.
snowflakes we raising right now are gonna grow up to teach violence in schools? Well, that's not
history always
safe
repeats
space
itself.
friendly.
We're going through a phase right now. The Zoomers they're just the next phase. And then probably a generation, 2 generations after, history's just going to repeat itself. Because
That reminded
eventually
me of
people are going to be like, oh my gosh, you know, you're going to get that generation of people like, we got to be more assertive. People got to stop being soft. And then they're going to treat the Zoomers the way that they've been treating the generations before them. And then they'll be on the receiving end and we'll be sitting back laughing like the freaking Gen X and Boomers and be like, how do you like it? And then history will just repeat itself. It's a cycle. Nothing we do or is happening. The only thing that's new is technology. How we are as people has literally not changed. It's just the generations change. But it's just a vicious cycle that just keeps repeating itself. That's why they say history repeats itself. It's just going to happen over and over and over. It's just going to be new faces. The technology will advance, but the way people think and act, it's not going to change. Because literally the whole thing is we always want to show the generation before that we're better. And we will always do the opposite of what the generation before us did to prove we're better. So the Zoomers are saying no violence, all their stuff, their sensitive ways is the better way. 2 generations from then, people are going to be like, nothing's getting accomplished. It's too soft. And I'll tell you how it's going to start. Military, because we already have that problem now. And then it'll probably take, I hope it doesn't happen, but it would probably take a war, small war, some conflict breaking out. Nobody know how to literally handle combat situations.
Like full-scale war with China.
Or a full-scale war. People literally getting killed because they're not doing actual combat training. Everybody's super soft. For someone to finally step up and be like, okay, this shit's got to go. Fuck your feelings. We got to have some assertiveness.
That started happening when the general public started getting like
A say.
being allowed. Yeah, they had a say on the military and training. And, you know, I'm very for a lot of things. Like, I'm very pro so many things. And I'm definitely pro, like, women being in the military and whatever it is they want to do, be pilots. Like, I'm pro that. What I'm not okay with is the public having a say. Maybe it's just because I'm a veteran, but I feel like, you know, the military doesn't make decisions to go to war. They're just the military.
Yeah.
But I feel like the military is its own thing. The public is its own thing. The military has to run a certain way to be stable. And yeah, they need to grow and they need to get, you know, be with the times. But the more say the public has, the less stable the military is. And I've seen it with my own eyes. You know, and that's coming from me. Like, again, like, I believe anyone who wants to be in the military and do whatever job they want to do, 100%. Like, if you want to serve your country, good for you. Go do your thing, man. I support that. But as far as rules and regulations over how to train people and expectations, I don't understand why the military didn't draw a line, because what is the public possibly going to do to the do?
Cancel them. They're going to cancel them. They're going to cancel the military.
I'm just saying, like, I do think the military needs to be a separate thing where public opinion doesn't matter. You know, we can vote on decisions and we can do all that, but I don't feel like we should have a say.
Yeah, and I totally agree. And even as a veteran, I would not dare try to say this needs to change. As someone who's gone through, been through, served, I would leave it, you know, I'm like, look, this is what I signed up for. This is their decisions. You know, we know what the military is for.
Right, and if you have certain opinions on anything that has to do with the military, and you do or do not support certain things, then instead of bitching about the military, you know, personally, I don't know if voting really matters or not, but I do it anyways. But at least I can say if I'm going to bitch about something, you know, I voted. And that's just me. Like, I don't think that of other people. That's just my personal feeling about myself. So if you don't like the way the military is handled, then look at the politicians and the Senate, the congressmen, all the people that represent whatever state you're from, and go vote for the opinions that you agree with. But don't come at the military and try to, like, have a public opinion.
So yeah, but
this is weird because we never talk about politics on this show. It's like I'm trying the line.
we like really great. Well, this is like a hash. This is a hash show, just kind of like bringing the group back, because we actually haven't even really, like, you know, talked for the last week and a half anyway. But
you know how good
for me, I had to stay off social media
for once. Like, after 2 weeks off.
Yeah,
you said it felt good?
Yeah, it actually did. Like, when you said, like, how do I sound? And I said, like a bitch. I felt happy. I felt like everything's back to normal.
Everything's
Did you see what he said to me when I hurt my back?
Oh, in the Discord?
He was like, roasting me. I'm like, dude, I have, like, a jacked up back.
He didn't care.
He didn't care.
No mercy from you.
It sounds like excuses.
So my last My last little rant, and I've been like keeping this in, and the rest of this will probably have to be on an After Dark episode. I know Warner's will be like, I'm not touching it, but I'm just gonna say I had to stay off social media for the last week, because there's some stuff that just comes across my feed. I like my humorous stuff, but there's just some stuff that comes across my feed that I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is why our society is in chaos. I'm just gonna summarize. Can all of you people who do the misogyny versus misandry war, please delete your social media accounts?
What is that?
So I don't know why, but there's this big upsurge right now of, and at least what comes across my feed, of most all men being misogynists, apparently. And how we are so terrible for a great many things. And
hey, Kara, have they even been misogynizing you?
I don't know.
Neither do I. It's a big word. I don't know what it means.
So apparently, but that's the thing. If you look at the definitions, they're very specific. But now it seems like if the way people have been taken to social media, it seems like if you do anything as a man that a female disagrees with, you're automatically a misogynist. So if your opinion differs from her, if your opinion differs from her, and I've been seeing it, and it's like very frustrating because it's like this stuff comes across my feed from people I want to follow because I know them, but it's like, okay, now you're toxifying my feed. But apparently, like if I was to say to Kara, hey, I think this is a bad idea, you shouldn't do it. As soon as I say the words you shouldn't, I've become a misogynist because apparently
because I'm a female?
Because I'm now telling you what you can and can't do. But it's just my suggestion, which in turn also apparently makes me a misogynist because I'm giving you an opinion as a man on something.
I hate that.
And this is the stuff that's been on social media.
Oh, this is a hot topic. Holy shit, I didn't know that.
It's been bugging. I'm not gonna lie. This shit has been bugging me honestly for like the last month, and I've been like, it's very It's been very frustrating because I feel like it.
This sounds like some
for
white
a lot
people
of young
shit.
men out there. You say it's white people shit?
You know why? Because
but it's not just them.
No.
We have a big part in it.
When a Latin female starts giving you shit and you're a Latin male, you literally just take it, say you're sorry, and move on. Because you know for a fact, if you try to fight it, no sex for a week, no nothing for a week. Dude, if she makes you meals every day because you work construction and she packs your lunch for you, you're getting canned beans and a half-empty bottle of water.
I'm not gonna lie, I've seen the TikToks where the guys try to pretend that their Latin girlfriend's cooking tastes bad, and it never ends well for them.
Never. You don't challenge your Latin significant other.
You know, right when I thought white people couldn't do any dumber things, there was this is real, this really happened. A couple decided to bike through the entire Middle East, Iran, Iraq, all that stuff.
When'd they die?
Because they said all people are good. You just got to give them a chance.
When did they die?
Very quickly. They died very quickly.
Yeah,
they were captured and killed on camera. And
you know, hold up. Oh, I'm just gonna say this real quick. I know they were trying to send out a good message, but like, read the world. Don't be stupid.
It's like read the room, like read the world.
Read the world. Read the world. If the world tells you this is a bad idea because you could die, it's the equivalent of someone like, hey, you want to pet that gator? Yeah, it's not gonna bite me. I'm not harmful to it. Fucking rips your arm off and starts fucking bitch slapping you across the leg like, yeah.
I'll pet the gator if you give me a shoe bill with it.
Shoe bill versus hey, shoe bills and Merc gators, man. Just so you know.
But their first mistake was their thought process. Even though their heart was in the right place, their statement was completely wrong. All people when they're born are good. Everyone when they're born is good.
You know what? I like that very much. I do. I agree with that. You know, there was this. She was a mom. It was at my first nursing job, and she said something that it really bugged me. I didn't like it. I never said anything about it, but you know, I'm not particularly religious in any sense. Like I think I'm agnostic. Like I really just don't know. But I'm open to whatever, you know. And that's because if I do die and go to heaven, and you know, people
you want to cover your back.
He'll like, no, hell, heaven, hell. He gets to me and he's like, you didn't know, so it's okay. Like, you didn't know. And I'll be like, thank you, I really didn't. But
hell no, I want to go to hell, and I'm going down a stripper pole like Lil Nas.
To be fair, everything that depicts hell does make
I am
hell
surprised you know what the fuck that is. That actually surprises me.
Her whole statement surprised me.
This lady said all children are born sinners.
Hey, Kara, when you ride down the fireman pole down to hell, I'll make sure to high five you for my torture den.
Sounds good.
Like, that's saying like all people are born bad, and I'm like, I just didn't like that statement, you know. And I never addressed it. I was like, whatever. But that was just always like in my head. Like, I'll never forget that somebody actually believes all people are born basically evil.
That's taking something that you find in religious texts, and it was stretched far beyond its meaning.
So, and that's why I liked what you said. Like, I do, like when I look at a baby, I'm not like, you sinning piece of shit. I'm gonna throw some water on you right now and scream at you with the Bible. Like, I see a happy, like, little human being that's like doesn't know anything, and everything around them excites them. And I wish I had that feeling, because I'm 33 and I wake up and I'm like,
I'm not gonna do it.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
I just had to type it down so I don't forget about it.
Oh no!
You guys can react to it.
I don't wanna. I'm scared.
React to it, Itachi.
Is it in Discord?
Yes.
I usually wait for Kara's reactions, and that tells me everything I need to know.
I want context here. Hang on.
Fucking dark motherfuckers.
There is no way to give clean context on any. What you?
We're some dark motherfuckers, and we laugh at this.
I don't see it.
I hate it here.
All I can say is Kara put stop it.
I hate it here.
No, don't do it.
Is it in Kara's Discord?
No, it's in our Discord channel.
Oh
you
my
put it in the
gosh.
Discord channel.
I can't.
Gamma.
It can't be repeated on the show. I'm sorry, y'all. You're gonna just have to.
Like I said, that's
use your imagination. Whatever.
We're done.
One of you with a very dark imagination will hit exactly what Yuli said.
Did you delete it? Because I don't see it.
No, it's there.
I didn't delete it.
It's in the
When
royal
would Yuli
bitches.
ever delete something he put?
I don't see it. It's not there for me.
Well, refresh your shit.
Well, share it. Screen share it.
I don't like it. No.
Our Patreons are the only ones that get access to the videos.
I want to keep them.
Our After Dark episodes, I'm sure, are way worse than that.
No.
This is a pretty.
I disagree.
Our After, like, this is a pretty chill podcast.
I just sent you a photo of it.
Podcasts.
I just sent you his photo of it.
I don't even think we've crossed.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Yeah, exactly. Borders is like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's
We're trying
fine.
to get sponsors, more sponsors, and
Why do you think I put it here? I wasn't gonna say it at all. This shit is funny, but it's a triggering funny.
That's a trigger.
Oh my god.
That's.
I hate it here. I hate it here sometimes.
I hate it here.
We just drag Kara down. Woo! Hey, we're
I
setting
die
up
a little bit
stripper pole.
inside every time.
Didn't we just have a mental health podcast like 2 months ago?
You know what? This is my mental health. I'm getting it out.
Kara was talking before the podcast. Is like, you know what? I missed this. I want to hang out and laugh. And now she's like, yeah, never mind.
But this is
Pretty
but
much.
You know what? I think for Kara, I think she rather this as the norm than than the crackhead stuff and the work stuff. At least with this, she's just like, ugh.
Yeah. It's a good laugh that I need every now and then.
I mean, that, like I was saying too, like compared to even just our regular podcasts, this one's pretty chill. This is probably the most chill podcast.
This one's the most laxed one.
I think we needed it though to get back into the routine of things. Like Itachi's been saying, like this last like month has just been so rough.
It's been
I was talking about going really hard, like in the summer, and then July, like
It's
end of June and July hit, and it was like
it's just everyone's had so much going on just in their own personal lives. Like
that's the thing.
like
it
it's
seemed
just been rough.
Yeah, and it seemed like we all needed that break, and it was like unspoken, but we knew. And I think everyone was just waiting for me to be like, hey, we're just gonna take a break, so everyone felt better about it.
Actually, that's 100% accurate, because the last Tuesday when you messaged us at like 3 p.m. and you're like, hey, we're not doing a podcast today, I was like, oh, thank God, because I was about to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When you said that last week, it was like a sigh of relief.
I was like, I could feel it, because I was sitting there and I was like, I was trying to muster up the energy, and my mental was just not having it. I was like dealing with a bunch of stuff. I was already in a peeved mood, and I was like, I don't have the energy, and I could just feel from the chat. I was like, my crew doesn't have the energy. I'm like, I'm not gonna force them to do a show, and I don't even want to do it.
TMI, guys. I started cramping that day, and I was just like, I just want to be a potato on the couch and do nothing.
I just want to be a potato.
We're not doing seasons anymore.
Wanted to do nothing, and I was when I saw that message, it was just like,
I know Kara just like her couch life got so much better.
I literally did nothing. I sat on the couch all night.
Yeah, we don't do seasons anymore,
like
so we don't take like 3 months off at a time.
Yeah.
So it's completely like, I think it's good that we just take 1 to 2 week breaks every now and then.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's like a refresher for all of us. Just because everyone has, we all have our own personal lives with everything going on.
You okay over there, Yuli?
I was just
Yuli
thinking, fuck. Because I'm keeping track of like when these next RTXs are on sale, and like, I'm trying to get one because I don't want to pay double the price from these piece of shit scalpers. So I'm on it. I want to get one, even if I don't use it, I just want to have it, because I know for a fact I'd rather pay retail price than double price from an asshole.
I understand that 100%.
So, did you guys all get your vaccine? Just curious.
Yeah, Moderna.
You got it.
No.
Moderna.
So, I could, like, me personally, I could care less if anyone gets vaccinated or not. Like, I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
What I do care about is when somebody starts spouting off bullshit when their background is they're a fucking trucker or, you know, work at a retail store and they have no scientific background, and they start spewing off dumbass conspiracy theories.
Are you talking about the lady who died after she was a big advocate for not getting the vaccine and then died from COVID?
I'm talking about all that. Like,
hold up.
Like, show me the science. Don't tell me to do my research. What?
You reminded me of a legit conversation that this old lady brought me into, because I was waiting at McDonald's for an order. 2 old ladies were talking about how the vaccine is shit. And then she starts talking to everyone. She comes to me. It's like, did you get the vaccine? I'm like, yeah. Did you know that they give you cancer and they give you autism? I'm like, oh, cool. Do you have a PhD? No. All right, cool. And then I just turned around, and just looked at the screen, and she's just looking at me like, I'm like, you don't have a PhD.
Back to ordering my food.
I mean, if we want to be very technical, everything gives you cancer, apparently. So
in passing,
cancer is unavoidable. It's just nature's way of saying you got to go.
I was in public too. This happened a few days ago, and I was getting gas, and I went inside for an energy drink, and I overheard 2 people. I haven't heard this conspiracy theory yet, that the vaccine is just a tracker, and they're just trying to find us all. And the first thing I thought of was, okay, first of all, they got your security number, like your social security number, like they got you already. You're
not even that. It's like, hey, bitch, what's that in your hand? That a cell phone?
The second thing I thought of was, You know, if they really wanted to track all these middle-aged white guys with a vaccine, they'd put the vaccine in your New Balances and call it a day. Get the fuck out of here.
What is with middle-aged white guys and New Balance? Is it just comfortable shoe wear?
With some slight mowed grass stains on them.
I mean, everybody keep an eye on Warner's.
I'm like,
keep an eye on him for the next about 10 years.
I'm open to anything, but you're not going to convince me if you come at me with some non-scientific bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you study in this? What college did you go to? Do you have a PhD? Do you have a master's? Do you have a bachelor's degree? Do you
Speaking
even
of
have
scientifically,
an associate's degree?
Scientifically proven, and this was years ago, and this was something else that was bugging me.
Black people have big dicks and you're confused why yours is too big?
No. Well, only when I get dizzy, then it's a problem.
It's because all the blood's going there?
All the blood's going to the wrong place. I can't think straight. So, I just want to ask a general question. Do you guys believe in the power of words?
Dude.
Do you mean
my sister?
Do you mean like the power of words, like just being able to speak to somebody and make a
like
difference?
you say something and it comes true. Like you say it, you believe it, and it'll come true. My fucking sister told me about that, and I was like, you know what? Next weekend I'll give it a try. I said to myself, I'm gonna make $800 this weekend. I'm gonna make $800. You know what fucking happened that weekend? I made $900. I'm like,
now, is that the kind of power of words you're talking about, Itachi?
Mm-hmm. Like actual manifestation of the things you speak or an impact your words have on other people or living things.
I do believe in that. It's from experience, not just for myself, but in other people. And it's a feeling. And I know I just got done. I don't want to sound contradicting that, you know, I believe in science and show me the evidence. But I do believe there's things in this world and in this universe and within ourselves that we don't know, we don't understand. And I do believe, at least to an extent, our mind has a lot more power than we think it does. I do believe in the ability, like in our psyche, that the things that we do and say and really truly believe somehow works in our favor. And the mechanism behind it, I don't know, but I do feel that way.
Kara, what about you?
I've never had an experience with that. Like, it's never actually happened, so I can't say that I do.
So let me ask you a question in a different way. How does it make you feel when someone says something negative to you?
Depends on the negative thing. What do you mean? Like,
well, like
when I make fun of you Koreans.
Or like someone says something like, you know, there's a trigger for you and someone pushes at that trigger. You know, does that affect you emotionally? Like, or does it just not phase you?
Yeah, if it's something that like if it's if it's something that is like a trigger for me, then yeah, it's gonna affect me. But
so the reason
I think that's normal.
And the reason I brought that up was because a lot of people, like I said, something else that was on social media ticks me off. A lot of people always say like, oh, things are said in jest. Oh, you can't really, nothing's going to hurt anyone. And I was like, apparently, and for a lot of people that believe in science, I'm like, this was already scientifically proven that there is proven power in words. And I don't know if you guys heard about the rice experiment where they filled 2 jars of rice. I think you can still find it on YouTube. They filled 2 jars of rice and they labeled them. And it was, they started at the same time. And one rice, all they did was tell it that they loved it for like, I think like a month or a week. And then the other bowl of rice, all they did, and they were labeled, and all they did was say they hated it over and over and over. And the rice that was told it was loved stayed white and pure. It was fine. But the one that they spoke to and they said nothing but I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, decayed faster.
Doesn't that also happen with plants?
Yeah. That was another thing that they did that with plants.
And you know, another reason I do feel the way I do about this is the proof to me is anyone who is like, we have all walked into a room or walked into a situation without knowing the situation and getting a bad feeling, like something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it turns out to be true. Like, you don't know what it is, but something's wrong. And
God damn it.
to me, that's kind of proof that there's an unsaid energy between everyone to an extent that we pick up those vibes.
That's why I
That
like.
I agree with.
That's why I like when like people will say you never know like what a kind word to a person could do for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Yo, hold up. That's especially true for guys because as guys, we get a lot of shit. So if one random girl walks up to us and says, "I like your hat," you know for damn well everyone's like, "This is my fucking favorite hat. This is my best hat right now."
That becomes your favorite hat.
It's your favorite
Your
hat.
whole
right
outlook
now.
on life changes.
It's funny you say that because I've gotten compliments on this hat. And I always tell me, like, I've had people like,
It's
"Oh, that's a
good
cool
thing
hat.
that we
Where'd
can
you
see
get
the
it from?"
hat.
I was just thinking,
I'm
I'm
like-
like, man, I really like that hat.
And I always direct them to our store, of course, without trying to sell it.
Oh, it's this
sell
hat.
them up.
Oh, that hat. Okay.
Yeah, that hat.
We can't see you.
Yeah, I get compliments on it. Like, I was surprised. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's on this website. Like, I don't tell them it's like our podcast or anything. I just tell them, yeah, I bought it on this website. And they're like, oh, cool.
That's true though. That is very true. I can agree to that 100%. Like you give a compliment to a guy, his whole outlook on life for at least the rest of that day completely changes.
Oh, he can get
Like, everything
rejected
else
by
just-
100 girls. He can get rejected by 100 girls. That one girl, all it just says, "Yeah, you're kind of cute." He's like, "Oh, dog, I'm fucking hot.
I'm back in the
fucking
game."
His energy goes 1 to 100. Like he's feeling
1
it.
to 100. He hits that Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3. Starts dancing.
Yeah, starts dancing and shit. Like you feel good.
It definitely
it.
puts out like a good vibe, I think, to just say kind things to people. Like at work, I try to be really friendly. I don't care who they are. Like I always say good morning to the janitor, the cleaning people. Like I talk to everybody because I do see at work people just walking by each other and not acknowledging each other. And I think it's good to just like put out those vibes and just try to be kind to people and
If I
acknowledge
see
that
you
they even
wearing a
exist.
dope ass shirt, I'm gonna compliment you on that shirt. It's like, I like that ADTR shirt. I like that Demon Slayer
Day to
shirt.
remember.
Day to remember.
Yeah, you know, when I was at Best Buy today, someone complimented my Dallas Fuel jersey.
And I bet you that jersey's like nice and pressed right now. Like, oh, this is my favorite jersey.
It is. I got 2 of them. It is my favorite jersey.
And it doesn't. It's not even just for that day. Like there's certain shirts I wear that I get compliments on. And those became my favorite shirts that I take very good care of. So when I want to feel my best, I wear those shirts because I know that people like it. So
Do
Hey
you do that?
guys. I think that stems from self-confidence issues.
whoa,
Wow. I was
Because-
asking her if she feels the same way, and she
Okay,
just
Same.
Kara.
shut us down.
Yeah.
but she's not wrong.
kind of
But
an
she's not
asshole.
wrong.
She's agreeing with us.
She's not
I
wrong.
only
She agreed
know
with us.
because I agree with you. The
Because
same thing
ties
happens.
with, it ties into what Yuli said earlier. I mean, as guys, we're going through a role reversal right now.
You couldn't lead with that? You couldn't lead with
You
that?
couldn't wait for her
I know
to
she
finish
shut
her
us down
sentence.
first and then agreed
Honestly,
with us.
God, you interrupted me before I even got to freaking finish.
I did.
No,
Rude.
but like, yeah, for real, like. Be
I
kind to
didn't say
people. You
nothing
never
around
know. Yo, a fucking Dane Cook had a good joke about this. Like, there's always that one guy that everyone finds weird at work, and then that one day he decided to give the dude a Snickers because he knows for a fact if that dude flips his shit and starts shooting the office up, he's gonna walk by your cubicle, be like, "Hey, Dave, thanks for the Snickers," and then leave you alone.
I just leave you.
You know, statistically too, like with that said, statistically too, nurses who are really nice to their patients are way less likely to get sued if there's ever an issue from like from the patient's perspective.
Well, speaking of that,
I'm nice to all my patients. I try to kiss their ass even if I don't like them.
Dude, when my appendix burst and I had to go to the hospital, I had this one nurse who had this like southern cadence, and she kept calling me like honey and sweetie, and I bet you, I'm like, I hope this nurse gets everything she wants, because god damn it.
Is it weird?
Life's so nice.
Like, I've had coworkers, they say good morning honey and stuff like to each other, but when they say that to me, like when they walk by like, hey Angel, or hey, good morning, babe. I'm like, what? Like, to me, I'm like, what? And, like, I know they don't mean it in any, like,
Yeah, it's just a kind way of talking, though. No, when a girl...
I don't pay much attention, but I just feel like it's weird.
Here's the thing that's also weird. It's like a female can do it to anybody because it'd be considered okay. But when a guy does it...
But a man can't do it, yep.
A man can't do it. But
don't get me started on the double standard.
It's weird. It's weird.
Don't get me started on the double standard.
Someone at work, I was like, man, my shoulders hurt. And someone at work's like, well, maybe she can massage your shoulders. And I immediately felt uncomfortable.
No,
I walked away. I was like, nope.
I would 100% rather get a compliment from a random, like, girl than a random guy. 100%. 100% would rather that.
It's that double standard, but it kind of makes sense though when it comes to like, because it's like a tightrope walking for a dude to say something like that. Like, either I gotta know you long enough for me to be able to call you that, or I have to be fucking good looking like a Chris Brown or Brad Pitt looking motherfucker.
I'm not even going to go down this rabbit hole on this one. This podcast will become a 3-hour podcast.
Rabbit hole.
I'm not going to.
This is an after dark rabbit hole.
That's an after dark rabbit hole, and trust me, I got some stuff to say on that.
I bet you do. I'm here. I can say it because it's like I don't give a shit anymore. Because I understand the double standard. I have a sister. I've seen as. It's funny because me and my sister were at the mall. I wanted to buy some shoes, so I decided, hey, you want to come with me get some shoes? She's my stylist. I don't know shit about style, so I ask her for shit. This random dude comes up and like we're walking and says, nice shirt. I immediately go into protective mode and like stare the dude down like, better back the fuck off.
Yeah.
So I get the double standard.
But here's the thing with and this is where us as guys are our own worst enemy. Our support system for each other is not what it used to. It's non-existent.
No. We have a support system for each other. It's called being down for the boys.
I guess.
But we understand that as the boys, we have certain bylaws to follow. And we know as boys, we know like, dude, you fucked up like, doing that.
Are these bylaws like the 10 Commandments or something? Of guys?
It's guy code.
I'm just picturing like a big, like, I don't know why in my head, because the way he said that, I'm picturing like a real 80s manly man with no shirt on holding up these 10 Commandments.
But the guys that Yuli
a fucking buff Arnie.
The guys that Yuli is describing,
man codes of honor.
They're fading though, because a lot of guys. I mean, it's like. I'm just gonna. My last thought, because a lot of them are becoming. And I hate to say it, but a lot of them are becoming simps.
But no, they really are. And you know what I'd like to see more of? And this is just because I've seen how women treat each other in healthcare. In healthcare, I don't know if it's like this everywhere else, but women are so mean to each other. Like,
that's in any job. That's in any job.
How mean they are to each other.
Kara, I got a question. I don't know. Maybe it's in the female DNA. I just need to know this. How the hell can y'all be so damn mean to each other, but then herd together so fast and aggressively when a guy does something? And y'all would y'all would hate each other. Like, some of the shit y'all do to each other can be like.
Because it doesn't matter what. It was, we always stick up for each other. Even if we hated, if I had someone I didn't like and something was going on with them, best believe I'm still right there.
Yo, let me ask Rihanna how she felt when the girls tried to stand up for her. Chris Brown is still making albums and winning awards and shit. Let me ask Rihanna how she felt.
I don't think celebrities count.
Certain celebrities.
Sorry,
It's a whole other
Certain
social
celebrities.
society.
R. Kelly went to jail. Chris Brown didn't do shit. He's still doing the thing.
Yeah, but he's not peeing on people.
And I think that's a good point to end the show. Kara's face, she's done.
It's the podcast.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta film this after dark soon because I feel like this is gonna be like a spicy episode.
That's going to be a spicy episode.
Spicy habanero.
Kara's face.
Kara.
Kara's done.
Kara. Hey.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm ready. I'm ready
Yo,
to go.
You ever seen those TikToks where like a girl breaks an Xbox or a TV and like you go to the camera to the dude and it's like, I woke up Chris Breezy.
Nope.
We're done.
We're going to hell. Welcome
done.
back, everyone.
Welcome
GZ
back.
Podcast
GZ Chop Shop
forever.
is back.
200,000 more episodes. GZ Podcast for life. This is the GZ Podcast Adventures.
I love the Rick and Morty kind of ending he was doing. GZ Chop Shop's back, everybody. More fucking adventures. Find us on Patreon, gzchopshop.com. Sign up. Hit us up on YouTube. Join our Discord. A lot more episodes to come. Stay safe, everybody. Catch y'all.
This was a weird podcast.
On the next episode.
As chill as it was, this
Can
was
I
a
go to
weird
bed?
podcast.
Yeah, go to bed.
No.
Go. Go. Take a nap.